on the carbon monoxide monitors. So if you think you're already equipped with your fire protection, fine. But I would bet most of you don't have a carbon monoxide detector out there. And that to me is the real scary one, because you don't get a warning.
No, you don't.
You don't get any kind of like, what's that smell? Or you don't,
you don't see it. Right? You can't feel it, you can't taste it. It just all of a sudden you are ingesting it.
Gas.
And then before you know it, you feel like, something bad happens. Because for a lot of us, it's a flu-like symptom. That's the number one way that you detected that you have carbon monoxide. But what generates carbon monoxide? It's anything that burns. So most commonly, it's going to be your space heater, it's going to be your oven, it's going to be your stove tops. It's the fireplace that you have, that you're heating your house right now. It's your water heater, it's your gas heater, all that stuff that's burning gas to heat it up. That's all creating little particles of carbon monoxide. They've even done studies where as you pull into your driveway and with that car, all the rooms that are around that driveway have concentrated amounts of carbon monoxide. So how do you get rid of it? Well, houses are designed to flow the air through. If you don't have the proper ventilation, if you close down your house because you're trying to keep and trap that warm air, that's when carbon monoxide starts to build up and you can't see it. You could walk right into a room filled with carbon monoxide, you don't know it's there. But this carbon monoxide detector has that advanced sensor, so it's the same technology as their smoke detector. This also has a 10-year battery. Now, to make sure that you are up to code, you should have a smoke or carbon monoxide detector every 750 square feet or every floor of your house. So as you're sitting there watching us, look around. If you can't see your carbon monoxide detector, you probably don't have one, and you need to get one. It used to be not a big deal 10 or 15 years ago, but as we're bringing more things into our house that's generating heat, then carbon monoxide has become a bigger deal that we have to, a bigger issue that we have to deal with. But the other thing too is it's not just those the items that heat. Guy, a lot of people get carbon monoxide poisoning from their air conditioning units, because that also releases carbon monoxide. So it's not just a winter thing. This is year long that you'll deal with carbon monoxide.
Obviously, if you have a fireplace, smoldering things, well, that's more smoke, but still, it's creating carbon monoxide.
Absolutely.
Okay? All those. If you have space heaters, if you have maybe you have a generator, and you're worried, does the generator? If you've got a gas generator outside, and something is escaping and getting into the windows, because you got to run the wire in. I mean, you have to be prepared for those things. To get a 2-pack of these, because normally we don't do 2, but I like having the 2-pack because it's just like with the smoke detectors. If you've got a substantial size house, if one's at one end, you're not going to have the same protection at the other end of the house.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So why not cover the whole thing with one fell swoop?
Especially when you think about like your basement. If you had a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector just in your basement alone, all your utilities right under there. That's a warning. That's where you really should plant them. Also put one on that first floor, that base floor, so that's really going to give you that coverage too. But as the summer rolls around, then we start grilling, and then the grill, that heat comes up through the vents, and then all that carbon monoxide starts to build up. There's no month where carbon monoxide is not an issue. As we start to deal with this more and more, you want to have that warning. And how do you normally have a warning? Well, with smoke, I can see smoke, I can smell smoke. With carbon monoxide, can't see it, can't taste it, can't smell it. You start breathing it in, bad things start to happen because you're like, I feel a little sick, let me take a nap. And then unfortunately people don't wake up.
And remember, these also have the 10-year battery.
10-year battery as well?
I mean, so buy the today's special. If you can get the carbon monoxide detectors, good for you. And then sleep well for 10 years. I mean, think about it. No more babysitting those things. And literally, I would say they're probably one of the most forgotten about item in people's homes.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they take them for granted, right? They think, oh, they're probably still working. Those regular batteries last maybe 6 months or a year. You may not even know. What if the mechanism for chirping doesn't work? And you're just sitting there and you're not protected. And then not to mention the fact that you got to get up on a stool and you got to replace those dang batteries, and that's so frustrating because I can never tell which one it is.
Well, because you talked about that, if you have a smoke detector, it is a slow alarm. When you have the carbon monoxide, it's a fast beep.
So you know the difference.
You'll know the difference because with carbon, when you hear that it's fast, you don't have time to look around. It's just time to get out of the house.
All right, if you want to grab these are a customer pick as well. These are 809-570-5799. It's an investment in you and your family. Take advantage of it. Thank you, Joe. Joe's got a few hours off.
A few hours off. We'll be back,
All right, my friend. Thank you, Joe.